Hello everyone! Hello grade 6 learners! It's me, teacher Ian Kirby S. Pactores, and welcome to our English 6 Tambayan. This is your learning video number 1. I am here to help you and to guide you in answering your first grading modules for English 6. So do not worry before we start. Please do have your learning materials with you, especially your self-learning modules with you. So please do have it and let us start. So for our learning video number 1 for week 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, we will be learning about real or make-believe, fact or non-fact images. So let us define what are images. Images portray visual perception of person, place, events, animals, things, and the like. These images may be real or make-believe depending on the context they signify. So looking around your house, sa paligid, there are a lot of images that you can see. So images, mga imahe. So nangangailangan ng ating mga mata para makita ito. They are highly available everywhere. So they can be found in books, newspapers, magazines, or even in your mobile phones, televisions, and other online sources. Evaluating images, if they are fact or non-fact, is important in understanding the message they send. So this lesson will help you differentiate the real sa hindi totoo. Ibig sabihin, ito ang magtuturo sa inyo sa pagtukoy ng mga katotohanan at di katotohanan sa iba't ibang imahe or images, larawan or illustration na ating nakikita sa paligid. Dahil ang simpleng images ay pwedeng mangangahulugan ng mas malalim or simple lamang. So ang lesson na ito ang magtuturo sa inyo in evaluating those images at kung ano ang sinisignify or kinahulugan ng mga ito. So let us know more about images. So the word image came from the Latin word imago, which refers to any item that depicts visual perception such as a photograph or other two-dimensional pictures resembling an object. So, pwede siyang 3D, pwede ring 2D, or pwede ring 4D. So, lahat ng mga imahe na nakikita natin. So, ang image ay mula sa salitang imago. Print images include printed photographs and images found in magazines, newspapers, and books. So, ibig sabihin, yung tinatawag nating print images, ito yung atin talagang nahahawakan or pwede nating i-paste kahit saan. Dahil ito ay printed. Nakikita, nahahawakan, at pwede mo siyang kunin. Okay? Well, meron din tayong tinatawag na non-print images. Ito yung mga tinatawag nating digital images, which are just available for viewing, kagaya ng mga nakikita natin online. Nahahawakan natin siya pero through digital gadget or digital mediums. Nahahawakan natin siya gamit ang ating mga gadget. Most likely, nahahawakan siya through scrolling, pero hindi talaga in actual na nahahawakan. So, those are non-print images. So, para hindi masyadong malito, ang printed images, ito yung mga photographs, mga pictures nyo na nandiyan sa mga photo albums nyo or yung mga printed ng mga idols nyo na nasa inyong mga walls. While non-print images, ito yung mga nakikita nyo gamit ang inyong mga cellphones, laptops, and many more. So looking at these two pictures, ay makikita nyo kung alin dito ang katotohanan at hindi katotohanan. So nangangahulugan lamang na both of these pictures are images at isa dito ang may reality at ang isa naman ay just fiction or ibig sabihin, it only happens in our imagination. Alin nga ba? Comment your answers below. So let us proceed to the different types of images. We consider the real images and the make-believe images as our two types of images. Ano ang kanilang pagkakaiba? Let us start with the real images. Real images are pictures which depicts visuals of objects or happenings that exist in real life. So these are also known as fact images. The purpose of these images can be 1. To inform or to educate, like actual photos of animals or mga things na nasa ating paligid, kung ano talaga ang itsura nila. So, real pictures of animals or plants or places, yun. Next is to tell stories. So for instance, ito yung nakikita natin sa mga non-fictional books kung ano yung nangyayari noon, like the history, ano ang mga sinusuot dati. So they tell story about factual information or histories or stories na nangyayari sa ating buhay. Fact, totoo, may katotohanan nangyayari sa realidad. Then to entertain, it can be to make you happy, like for instance, to make you laugh. Mga funny contents ng mga taong maybe memes or memes, kung tinatawag ng iba. So yung mga videos, mga images na nagpapatawa sa atin na pinoportray ng mga totoong tao. The fourth will be to persuade. Ibig sabihin para manghikayat, to convince. So for instance, yung mga totoong picture ng mga burnt lungs, yung mga sunog na baga or yung mga iba't ibang sakit na pwedeng makuha sa paninigarilyo. So that is to persuade you to stop doing those things. Gamit ang mga actual photos ng totoong lungs, totoong heart, or totoong iba pa. Okay? For instance, yung sa COVID-19, yung totoong photo na dapat magstay at home tayo para maiwasan ang pag-crowded sa mga hospitals due to COVID positive cases and many more. How about make-believe images? So, ito yung totally 100% nakabaliktaran ng ating facts or real images. Make-believe images are pictures which illustrate something that is not real. So, from real images, ito lang yung tinatawag nating not real. It only exists in your imaginations. Ang pinakasimpleng paraan para matukoy ang make-believe images is sometimes yung mga ginagamit na photo or characters sa picture ay mga nagkikita lamang sa imaginations like cartoons or mga aliens or mermaids. So those are features or mga characters that only exist in your imagination and it doesn't exist in our real life. So these are also known as non-fact images, walang katotohanan. And the following purposes na ginagamit for the make-believe images are: one is to entertain, especially mga comics, very exaggerated photos and pictures and characters, yon, to make you laugh. Second is to tell fiction stories. Like for example, mga fairy tale books like mermaids and everything. Those are fairy tales, fairy godmothers, doon, mga aliens or anything na wala namang katotohanan, just to tell stories lang and to make it more realistic gamit yung mga picture, pero at the end of the day, hindi naman talaga totoo. Just to entertain and to tell stories para likutin ang inyong mga imaginations. Third is to persuade, because sometimes, like for instance, sa mga editorial cartooning, very exaggerated ang mga pictures, very imaginative, very not real yung ginagamit, mga lalaking mga buhayang kumakain, mga buhayang nagsisignify ng mga corrupt na government officials, exaggerated ang pero it persuades something para mas maintindihan at magkaroon ng ideya ang mga taong nagbabasa. Now, before we proceed to the different purpose of images, let us take note of this important matter. In identifying whether an image is real or make-believe, analyze the characters first, the objects and the settings found in the image that possibly exist or happen in real life. If yes, yung character does. If the character does exist sa totoong buhay, nakikita, ginagawa, at sinasabuhay yung katotohanan in the real world, then that would be a real image. But if the character is too exaggerated, too imaginative, and it doesn't exist in the real life, matik na agad yon na ito ay make-believe image. So there are three purposes of images. First is to educate, second is to entertain, and lastly, the persuade. So let us discuss the first purpose of image, which is to educate. So both real image and make-believe image can educate viewers or people. For instance, for real images, ginagamit yung to educate, yun yung purpose, kung ito ay tumutukoy sa pag-educate ng iba't ibang tourist spots, kung ano ang itsura ng lugar, or it can also yung mga litrato ng mga sinaunang panahon, kung ano yung pamumuhay ng mga tao, nakikita sa encyclopedias. Yun ay mga halimbawa ng mga real images na nag-aim or ang purpose is to educate para may matutunan tayo sa isang bagay. Same with the make-believe images, which is to educate. Ang kakaibahin lang nila, pareho silang nagtuturo something about sa isang situation or phenomena, pero in make-believe images, gumagamit lang ng mga modified image or mga exaggerated characters para mas ma-educate at lumikot yung imagination ng bata at mas lalong maintindihan para appealing sa mga mata. For instance, ay yung picture na nasa taas, yung babae na nakamask. So it's all about preventive measures para mag-spread o magkaroon ng COVID-19. So, yung mga picture dyan na may mga viruses, those are really fantasy kasi hindi naman talaga nakikita yun sa totoong buhay. It's a make-believe, pero ang kanyang purpose is to educate na you need to use your mask para hindi mo malanghap ang mga virus na pwedeng posibleng nandiyan sa iyong paligid. Now, to entertain. The purpose of images na to entertain is to make you laugh, to make you smile. So these are actual photos, it could be real or make-believe images na ang aim is to make you laugh and to make you happy. So example of this are mga memes or memes na nakikita natin online in our social media accounts, as well as yung mga photos na nakikita sa magazines like comic books or many things. Marami doon that will make you smile. That is to entertain. Lastly, in the purpose of to persuade means convince, panghihikayat. So, for instance, yung mga picture ng mga in real images, which is to persuade, convince you to stop smoking, ay yung nakikita nating images sa iba't ibang cigarette, yung mga lagayan ng cigarette, mga packages ng cigarette, makikita natin doon yung mga burnt lungs, anong itsura, ano ang pwedeng mangyari sa mga baga natin, sa ngipin natin, pag tayo ay nagsusmoke. So, that is one way of persuading or convincing you to stop smoking dahil may iba't iba siyang mga disadvantages at sakit na makukuha. Another example ay yung mga pictures ng ating mga idols na nagpo-promote ng iba't ibang product, which is somehow kahit wala namang sinasabi talaga silang word, pagtingin na natin sa picture, nandoon yung idol natin, parang pinupersuade tayo, pinahihiyakatan tayo na magamit ng Lazada or gumamit ng Smart dahil BTS or gumamit ng Globe dahil nandoon ang Blackpink. As well as ginagamit din ito to persuade us about the different things in our surroundings, in the political or in our community, kagaya ng mga nakikita natin sa mga editorial pages. So let us proceed to your first learning task. So examine the two images here in your notebook and answer the following questions below. So ito yung dalawang image 1 and image 1 and image 2. So alin dito ang nakikita nyong real image at alin dito ang nakikita nyong make-believe? So ang simple lamang, sagutin ang mga ito. 1. Which of these images can be considered real? Second is which image is just a make-believe? Then for 3 and 5, you need to construct at least 3 sentences para makuha nyo ang perfect score na mag-justify nyo, then why do you say so? Bakit nasabi nyo na alin ang image na real at alin ang image na make-believe? So all you need to do is to justify. I-justify nyo kung bakit yun ang sagot nyo. 3 sentences dapat. In learning task number 2, simple lamang ang gagawin. So, looking at the pictures, alin dyan ang educate, entertain, and persuade. So, ganun lamang isagot ang educate, entertain, persuade gamit ang iba't ibang image na inyong nakikita. So same with the pictures na nakikita natin sa learning task number 2, yun ang gagamitin natin for learning task number 3. But this time, you need to identify kung ang image number 1 ay real or make-believe hanggang image number 5. So simply, you write real or make-believe. For learning task number 4, all you need to do is to enter the purpose of the image here in our slide. So in your notebook, you write ED if the purpose is to educate, write EN if the purpose is to entertain, and write PE if the purpose is to persuade. So look at the pictures, observe the pictures, and classify it sa tatlong purpose of the images. For learning task number 5 ay may kinalaman sa 2016 movie ng Disney na Moana. So all you need to do is to write Moana if the scene in that image happens in real life. And if not, you write Maui. Again, Moana for real or something that a scene in Moana na nangyayari sa totoong buhay, at i-write Maui kung may yung scene na pinapakita dyan sa number ay hindi nangyayari sa totoong buhay or it only exists in just a fantasy movie. Okay? Moana or Maui. So for learning task number 6, this would be between facts or non-facts. So observe and understand the pictures and then identify kung ito by fact or non-fact. Okay, so I'll leave it all to you. Good luck. Same with learning task number 7. It's all about facts or non-fact. Just keep on doing that. I know you can. Okay, so fact for real images happen in real life, and non-fact if it doesn't happen in real life. Okay? Now, for learning task number 8, 9, and 10 ay ating i-level up ang ating discussion. So, from identifying, this time ay application tayo. So, gagamitin natin ang ating natutunan through drawing. So, ang nakikita nyo dito ay ang ating rubric na dapat sundin. So, this time, tayo ay mag-draw. So, I don't need a perfect drawing. I want your effort in drawing what is inside your brain, what is inside your mind. Let us apply it through the real and make-believe images. So, for learning task number 8, simple lamang ang ating gagawin. So, reading the poem, The Plan for Better Tomorrow by Maricon Estrellado, so all you need to do is to make or to draw an image out from the poem. So, after nyo siyang mabasa at maintindihan, then i-drawing nyo gamit ng isang real image ang inyong appreciation, ang inyong pagkakaintindi sa poem. So it's all about planting for better tomorrow. Okay? So mag-draw kayo ng isang image na real na talagang nangyayari sa totoong buhay kung meron tayong pagmamahal sa ating environment through plants. Okay? And after that, below then as well, gagawa din tayo at mag-draw din tayo ng something exist in our imagination na drawing pero may kinalaman pa rin sa poem ni Maricon Estrellado. Okay, so before you read the poem, please do prefer sa list of unlocked difficulties sa mga iba't ibang meaning ng mga difficult words. So beheld means look, to means altogether, desolation means sadness, reminisce means recall, and bountiful means generous. So, read it properly. You need to read it with comprehension. This time, kayo ang gagawa nun. I'm not gonna read na and I'm not gonna explain it to you because it's your way of practicing your reading and comprehension. So, draw lang and do not forget to follow yung ating rubrics para makuha nyo ang perfect score na 10 points. Okay? Kagaya ng learning task number 8, yun din ang gagawin natin sa learning task number 9. Mag-draw pa rin tayo but this time ito ay tungkol sa poem ulit ni Maricon V. Estrellado na tinatawag nating epistle from Mother Earth or letter na galing kay Mother Earth. So after reading that one, kung ano yung naintindihan nyo, i-drawing nyo siya sa real image box na dapat ang ginagamit yung character, setting, and everything ay may kinalaman sa real world. Tapos, after that, you also need to draw for make-believe image gamit pa rin yung letter from Mother Earth. Gagawa kayo doon ng drawing na this time ay parang it exists in your imagination. Gumamit kayo ng exaggeration or modified images na make-believe pero may kinalaman pa rin siya sa poem na may pangatang epistle or letter. Sulat mula kay Mother Earth. Okay? So do it properly. I don't need a perfect drawing again. So kung may pangkulay, mas maigi. So just do your very best para ma-drawing ito following the rubric na aking binigay kanina. Same rubric tayo. You can do it. I know you can. Same rubric pa rin tayo for learning task number 10. Pero this time, hindi na tayo magbabasa ng poem. But this time, magbe-base tayo sa theme na gagawin. So ilalagay natin sa hugis, sa loob ng hugis ang ating drawing. So for example, yung number 1, sa love, anong theme ang may kinalaman sa love na pwede nyong i-drawing dyan sa real image. So for example, love, ano bang pag-ibig na talagang nangyayari sa totoong buhay? Pag-ibig sa pamilya. So pwede nyong mag-drawing dyan ng picture ng pamilya kasi nagpapakita iyon ng totoong pagmamahal na nangyayari sa totoong buhay, pagmamahal ng pamilya. Then for make-believe images, pwede kayong mag-drawing ng, for instance, yung pagmamahala ng tao at engkanto, like tao at fairy or tao at mermaid. So, yun ay make-believe images na may kinalaman pa rin sa pagmamahal, love. So, isulat niyo siya sa loob ng shape na heart. Okay? Second is about Mother Earth. So, pwede kayong mag-drawing dyan ng mga taong nagpapakita ng pagmamahal kay Mother Earth. Yung mga nagtatanim, nagdilinis. So, those are real images. Ipasok niyo siya sa shape na circle. And then for make-believe, example noon, for example, nagalit si Mother Earth or yung wind or yung clouds ay umiiyak ng sobra. So those are make-believe images. Hindi naman talaga umiiyak ka sun. Pero somehow may kinalaman siya sa tema na Mother Earth. Kasi sa so much nating paggamit ng mga excessive carbon dioxide, pwedeng yun ang naging dahilan ng ating climate change. Parang ganun. Okay? Use your imaginations and mind. I know you have it. Okay? Next is for education. Example, yung batang nag-aaral. So, factual yun. So, i-draw nyo na nag-aaral, nagsusulat, nagbabasa. So, real image yun ng may kinalaman sa education. For make-believe, pwedeng ang bata kinain ng aklat or hinahabol ng aklat. So, kayong bahala doon. Basta real, believe images are just imagination. Pero dapat may kinalaman pa rin sa tema nating education. Next, for flora or for plants. So, pwedeng nagtatanim or nagdidilig ng plants. So, those are real images ng talagang nangyayari sa totoong buhay. Well, make-believe, you can have na yung tao pinagalitan ng plants kasi hindi nagtatanim or laging napuputol ng kahoy, nagalit ang kahoy. So, ganon. Use your imaginations for make-believe. Ganon na kasimple. And then for characters in story, kayong bahala dyan. Basta ang real ay yung mga character na nangyayari sa totoong buhay, then make-believe ay yung mga taong hindi naman nangyayari, kagaya ng mga duwende and everything. So this time, you use your imaginations at i-drawing nyo ang theme na hinihingi sa loob ng shape na hinihingi din. Okay? So follow instructions. I know you can do it at always magbe-base sa ating rubric para makakuha ng 10/10. Okay? So from drawing, ang learning task number 11 is more on cutting. So maghanap kayo ng mga hindi na ginagamit na magazine or books and then cut it out. Huwag nyong gamitin ang books na binigay ni teacher. Yung mga lumang aklat nyo or mga books nyo or mga stickers nyo. Tapos i-cut nyo yan at ilagay sa column ng real image kung totoo. Tapos for make-believe, ilagay nyo rin yung 5 na may kinalaman sa mga larawan na hindi talaga nangyayari sa totoong buhay. Okay? For learning task number 12, dapat ay mailagay nyo kung ito ba ay anong purpose ng nasa imahe na picture, anong purpose niya, yung 3 purposes, tapos kung ito ba ay make or make-believe. So, ganun ang gagawin for learning task number 12. First, you need to identify, ipasok sa box kung ito ba ay ano ang purpose, educate, entertain, at persuade. After that, you need to identify kung ito ba ay real or make-believe. So, ganun ang gagawin ang ilalagay doon sa mga box bawat row. Okay? So for learning task number 13, ito ay something na medyo tricky. So wag lang kakalimutan, all you need to do is to read the statement. Nandiyan naman sa pinag-aralan nyo, all you need to do is to scroll up. Pwede nyong ibalik yung video ni teacher para maintindihan ulit. Or you can scan your modules dahil nandoon din naman yung sagot. Okay? So you write true if the statement is true. And if not, kung saan doon yung merong underline, papalitan iyon para maging tama. So, ganun ang gagawin. You write true if the statement is true, and if it's false, palitan nyo yung underline word na naging dahilan kung bakit siya naging false. Okay? Use your prior knowledge, lahat ng natutunan, at gamitin din ang modules para makuha yung sagot. Dahil nasa modules lang ang kasagutan at answer. Pareho lang yan. You can do it. Come on. So, tandaan lang ang ating remember note sa taas. Dito. So, tatandaan yan lagi na ang mga imahe ay nakikita kahit saan at merong dalawang uri, ang real at make-believe. At merong tatlong purposes, which is to educate, to entertain, and to persuade. So, good luck sa mga darating na learning tasks dahil ito na ay may kinalaman sa pagsasagot ng inyong mga natutunan. So that concludes our week 1, 2, 3, and 4 learning tasks. So see you next time for our learning video number 2 for weeks 5 and 6. Okay? So it's all about the visual elements. So see you next time for our learning video number 2. This is Teacher Ian Kirby S. Pactores saying good luck, keep safe mga anak, and do your very best.